So it's morning. It's a Sunday morning, actually. I usually don't train on this day, but I need to. I need to because I haven't trained legs in like 5 days, and that's quite some time. I usually train it twice out of the week. Supposed to train it yesterday, but didn't happen because I had to do some other stuff. So we're training it today. So I'm gonna have a small snack and finish getting ready. For my light snack, I'm going to have a protein shake. I'm going to pair it with a carb, something really light, not too heavy, so that I don't have to wait too long for it to digest. So I'm going to add in some unsweetened almond milk, filtered water, and a small banana. The banana is going to be my carb source for some energy. It's going to be quick, something that my body will be able to use, and some protein powder. And that's it. Blend that up, drink it, and then I'm going to wait about an hour before I get to the gym. So to start off this leg session, we are going to warm up. Warming up is so important. Sometimes my warm-ups take longer than others, and today it was a bit thorough. So I'm starting off with some front swings. This is going to work our hip flexors, hamstrings, and I'm going to do them to the side as well. This is going to work our inner thighs, our adductors, and our abductors, which are the side booty, side thigh. Then we're gonna warm up those hamstrings again because they can be rather tight. So I'm going to be doing some hamstring sweeps. This is one of my favorite warm-up moves. Next, I'm going to warm up those quads. I'm quad dominant. If you're quad dominant, you need to stretch your quads. So I'm holding my quad stretch for about 4 to 5 seconds. Then I'm going to switch each leg, and usually I'll do this back and forth for about 5 to 10 reps per leg. Gonna work on a little bit of mobility here too. My warm-ups, just to be clear, aren't exactly the same all the time, and sometimes I do a little bit more mobility than active stretching. Sometimes it's a little bit more active stretching than mobility, and then sometimes it's a mix. So I'm doing some 90-90 switches. This is going to help hip rotation, external, internal, and glutes, and the side glutes, because we're going to be working hip abductors. And then I'm going to activate my glutes doing some kickbacks and some donkey kicks and some fire hydrants. And after fire hydrants, I like moving into this move, whatever this move is called. I don't know the name, but it's like a fire hydrant going to the back. All right. Now we're ready to train. So I'm going to be starting off with some light weights. I'm going to start with some glute moves first, and then I'm going to work my way up to my anterior muscles. So I'm going to start off with some elevated curtsy lunges, working with some 20-pound dumbbells here. So that's a total of 40 pounds. And I'm working for about 12 reps. To really activate your glutes during this movement, it's important that you only give your torso a slight lean. You don't want to lean too forward because it'll be a lot of pressure on your hip flexors. And you really want to stay grounded in your feet. Like it starts from the ground up, making sure that your glutes are engaged before you even move your leg backwards. And then whenever you move up, you don't want to hyperextend your hips. Give it a little pause up top. Make sure you're exhaling at the top of the move, releasing the muscle, and then let it go. All right, so now we're on to training our hamstrings, working on that tie-in in the back. We're going to be doing some RDLs. This is like one of my favorite exercises. Leg exercises, booty exercises, hamstring exercises. It's just the bomb diggity. So tip here is to avoid a lot of stress on the back. You want to stop the movement down forward. If you're really flexible, I'm kind of flexible, where your hips can no longer push back. That's whenever you know it's time to squeeze those glutes up top. You want to hold just for about a second or so and then drop back down. So pushing through your heels throughout the movement to help trigger those glute muscles And you don't have to go super heavy here. You don't want to jeopardize form. Just making sure that you feel it, time under tension, not rushing through the reps. I promise you, quality over quantity will never go out of style throughout your fitness journey. Trust me, I had to learn it the hard way. All right, now we're on to some hip press. Bruh, this is like my favorite machine. Like, where has it been all my life? I feel this so much in my glutes. I love this better than like squats. I love doing squats, but I think this is just like the money move. And anytime I find a machine or do an exercise that wakes up my glutes, like I actually feel my glutes working, is like chef's kiss, because it's so easy for me to do leg exercises and feel it a lot in my quads. But yeah, this is definitely a favorite. I have my feet here. No, you can't really see, about shoulder width apart. And yeah, it's good stuff. If you have one at your gym, I suggest you try it out. All right, so now we're getting ready to work our hip abductors. I'm gonna start off with a warm-up set because I got a little cold from talking a little bit. Can't really remember the weight or the amount of reps I did. I just did a little mini warm-up just to get the blood flowing back in my legs. All right, now I'm ready to work. And to feel this movement, I like to do a slight lean in my torso and a slight lift at the chest during the contracted part of the movement. My feet are also flexed when I do this. This is how I feel it best. However, I do switch up the position from time to time depending upon how I'm feeling or how much weight I'm lifting, etc., etc. All right, so now we're gonna move on to calves. This is actually my first time training calves on a machine like this. I've seen it around, so I wanted to try it out. Having calves are one of God's gifts to me, so I don't train them very often, but I do train them. They do play an important role when it comes to walking and running, so you want to be big and strong in every area. Balance is key. All right, so we're on to our last exercise. We're gonna do some leg extensions. So I moved leg extensions purposely towards the end of my workout because, like I've mentioned before, I'm quad dominant. So I'm going higher reps, lighter weight, and still working. I just don't do this exercise as much as I used to because there's so much power in my anterior muscles. But I still like to do leg extensions. It's a great exercise, especially if you're trying to build your quad muscles or add shape to your legs, whatever the case may be. And so that is it, y'all. That is the workout. I'm going to do a nice little cool down after this, stretch a little bit. I will see y'all in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, continue to take care of yourselves. Bye.